All right, just doing a little update for this newest Tesla firmware. This is 2020.36, and the main updates, I'll let you read through this yourself, but basically at the green, at the traffic lights, when the light turns green, it will chime to remind you to either start driving if you're on TAC, or even if you're not on TAC, I believe it also will chime. But if you're not in front of a car and the light turns green, you still have to confirm to go through the light, and this will just give you an audible reminder if you're not paying attention. And also, if you are behind another car and you're in a turn lane, I believe it also chimes. If you're behind, if you're just going straight and you're behind a lead car, it won't necessarily chime. So then there's also speed assist improvements. So with this update, your car's cameras now detect the speed limit signs to improve the accuracy of the speed limit data on local roads. So you'll actually see, and I'll show you a demonstration of this, but you'll actually see the speed signs on the display as you drive by them, and then it will update the speed to that. Finally, there's a change in the cruise set speed improvement. So basically, you can, if you're not wanting to go the speed limit, if you're wanting to say go under the speed limit, you can tap the cluster speedometer when you're at the speed you want to be going. Versus you can also tap the speed limit part of the display to quickly adjust it right to the speed limit. And if you have the 5 mile over, it'll obviously adjust it 5 mile over the speed limit when you click the speed limit little indicator on the screen. So, all right, so that's the basic overviews. All right, this is Tesla version 2020-36. So I'm just going to do a little drive. I don't know how many of you have watched Dirty Tesla. It's a YouTube channel, and he does something called Tesla challenges, just to see how far he can drive without having to take over. So I'm going to just test this new version, mostly on the freeway, but a little bit of off the freeway as well. So there will be one place down here where I have to get in the left turn lane and kind of get on the freeway where the car won't do it for me. But you can see it's going through the lights. It's reading the lead vehicle, so I don't even have to confirm when there's a lead vehicle right in front of me through these traffic lights. And the other thing is where I would need to make a confirmation. The new big feature is this chime to remind you. So I will kind of test that at the end of the video. So this is the place where I have to take it off autopilot to make a left-hand turn and to get on the freeway. But once I get on the freeway here, the car pretty much will do all the work for me. So it's sometimes a little bit slow on these on-ramps. Make sure I'm keeping up with traffic and not upsetting too many people behind me. I believe I do have it on the Mad Max kind of mode to kind of be a little bit more aggressive on the lane turns. I'm going to cancel here. This guy's wanting to go past me here, but I don't really want to be a jerk and cut people off. I don't know, it puts the blinker on, not when I would typically do it, when there's somebody pretty close to your blind spot. It's not the time that's ideal to be putting, to be changing lanes right faster than you. It really kind of upsets people, makes them pretty upset. We want to have more people drive Teslas, not less people that because they're mad at Tesla drivers. So try not to upset drivers as much as I can. Very many cars out here. I was expecting a lot more cars, so I might actually do another part of this video going back the other direction. Just, again, it's more interesting when there's more cars, the cars going around other cars and things. Carrots there. Truck full of carrots. So ideally it should get in the left lane and go around. Yep, there we go. Still feel like it's a little too slow from when it decides to make a lane change to when it actually starts executing it. It needs to be a little bit faster. Hopefully Tesla will be listening. It's too much of a delay, and other drivers are not going to be patient even if you're turn blinkers on. To let you know. So, like, it needs to have already kind of look to see if it's clear before it puts the blinker on, and then maybe 2 flashes or maybe 1 flash and then move over. But this waiting for 4 or 5 seconds is just way too long. That's not what most drivers do. Top of the bed of the truck, kind of wobbly, like not a very safe situation. Okay, so yeah, now the car's moving over lanes to get in the exit lane here. It's pretty ideal, although I still kind of wish it would move over a little bit earlier. It seems to wait to the last half mile to move into the exit lane. Sometimes people are not going to be so patient to let you in when you kind of fly by them and then try to cut in. So I think more ideally if it moved over like a mile before the exit, that'd be better. So have to be a little cautious on these on-ramp merges. little bit here, so and I'm gonna have to take over just because at least till we get past this light here, it's gonna make me turn here. Okay, and first slowing at this yellow light and coming to a stop appropriately. Looks like it stopped short of the crosswalk, which is good. Okay, and it did chime there, you could probably hear. It's a little bit of a delay after the light turns. Okay, and you did hear the chime there because it needed me to confirm that it was safe to go through here. And it looks like it's going to try to stop for the railroad crossing, which is kind of a little bit odd, but okay, it's chiming to remind me to confirm this light. Over for these, I don't think it's going to. No, I'm not going to take a chance there. It's steering pretty well around these cones. Construction project going on through here. Wasn't quite aware of. Does see the lead vehicle here, and it's proceeding through the lane, or through the light. Losing track of where the lane is a little bit there. Picked up pretty quick. Just doing a little bit of the reverse course that we just did. And it did chime at me at that last light just to remind me to confirm, since there's no lead vehicle here. See, there's a 40-mile-an-hour sign that's coming up here. You should be able to see it show up right along the visualization over here. Might not be able to because of all the cars. Oh, there it is, right there. So that is new in this update. It didn't used to show the traffic signs as you drove by them on the navigation screen there. So it's a new change, and it does seem to, in the past, the speed limits were totally set by a the maps GPS, whereas now it actually is reading the speed signs and updating the speed real time, which is much more accurate and much appreciated, because there was several places where it needs me to confirm for some reason. I thought we were in the turn lane maybe. There's some places where the speed in the GPS database was completely wrong, and I say it was really the 45-mile speed limit, and it was saying it was 30 mile an hour. It pretty much makes the autopilot just non-functional unless you're pushing down on the gas pedal the whole time, which kind of defeats the purpose of autopilot. So this was a very big welcome change. So I'm going to take it off autopilot to get in the lane, the on-ramp lane here. Okay, so there's the lead vehicle, so it's allowing me to go through, which is kind of strange since it's a turn signal. Alright, I need to go a little faster, so I'm pushing on the gas. Just don't like how slow it takes to get up to speed in some areas. Like right here, it should be already at 60, but it should be going 60 already. So people are just going to fly right past you if you're going that slow. So let's see if it moves over into the other lane for us. Time now. Why it's waiting. See, it needs to move over. We'll see how far it goes here. I think it's going to get trapped, and then nobody's going to let it in, which is really annoying. But we will see how it goes. Now it decides to move. Unbeknownst to me why it waits till then. They have done a lot of construction on these exits here, and so I might be a little confused on. Yeah, I believe we could have actually stayed in that lane. Actually, it does go all the way through, but it didn't used to, so I might be still thinking it's the way it was before the construction project. Revamped all this room. We go a little faster just to keep up with traffic. Everybody's going 10-15 over the speed limit here, which is kind of silly that it's so slow. See if it moves over. Sometimes it hasn't moved over to this exit lane appropriately, so I might have to put the blinker on if it doesn't do it itself. For some reason it thinks it's a 5-lane freeway when it's actually a 6-lane up here, and you have to be in one of the 2 right lanes in order to get on the freeway that we're trying to get on. So we'll see if it understands that or not. It doesn't look like it's gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna move over here. So it's still not ideal. For some reason it does not recognize it needs to be in this lane. Oh, and then it didn't even move over. That's totally wrong behavior. Bug report, car did not take exit as it intended to. There's still a few freeway interchanges that it just does not have the right information in the map database, I'm assuming, but this is another area where this lane will eventually exit, and it waits way too long to move over into the other lane. We'll see what it does today. like right now, in my opinion. Instead it waits way, way, way down here, and then it will start. It's already got like ridges where you're not supposed to be moving over. It's doing here. Yeah, way too late. So now it's moving over into the slow lane. I'm not sure why. Yes, I thought maybe this was a faster route or a faster lane, but it's not really. And then it's going to have to move back over again. Here. Especially with these oncoming on-ramp cars. Hopefully it will move back here. So I did think it sensed that that car was getting on and decided to move over, which is good. Slow down here and move over. Just to make it a little bit more interesting, let's see what we're going to see. So usually just past this exit here is where it will turn into the far right lane. We'll see where it goes. It's going to need to take an exit down like 1.4 miles. So sometimes it waits till the last minute. That's what the latest updates seem to be doing, which I think ideally right now would be the best time to move into that lane, like a mile out. But it seems like they've changed the software a little bit to wait till the last minute to get the exits. So perhaps it'll do it now. You can see the line, so it's intending to move over there. But now it's in construction. If it's a construction zone, then it will just exit out. It won't do anything. Navigate on autopilot where it changes lanes and everything. So. go. There's your chime to remind you to confirm that you're going through a light here. No lead vehicle. One more, you can see there's a 40-mile-an-hour sign coming up. You should see it on the nav here, yeah, right there. And you can see it updated to 40. So this was one area where it used to think that the speed limit was 35 all the way through here, based on the GPS data, but that was wrong. And now that we have reading the signs, it's actually updating appropriately. So that is great improvement. All right, everyone. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I hope to have more videos coming out soon. Thanks for watching.